front of you, get
2, 4, 6, 8 boxes of
Eight
biscotti?
boxes, 2 of each flavor, 12 of each flavor for 48 biscotti that are going to absolutely win your heart.
Biscotti.
Biscotti.
Thank you for that. All right. So let me tell you that this is a one-day only priced item. Well, what does that mean? That means that you're in the right place at the right time. We present this only for the day and only until end of day or until it sells out, whatever comes first. It's the lowest price you're going to see on this for 6 months. It's 4 easy payments on the credit card. And Sean, how many ordered already? 300 sets already gone.
Thank you.
So a biscotti, as Stacey and I were saying earlier, should be the cross between a delicious cookie and a biscuit.
That's exactly right. So biscotti is actually made as a biscuit originally in the old country for travel. So they make them really dry that they would last 200, 300, 400 miles on a horse. Then when they came here, the DiBella family figured out if we do a little bit less cooking on the second bake, we can keep that cookie center, but then absolutely get that still crunch of the biscuit on the top. And that's the difference between this and any other biscotti. Secondly, take a look. Look at all of the ingredients. When we say that's blueberry lemon, we mean it's blueberry lemon. Every bite, you'll get that flavor. And there's 4 flavors. One last thing quick. These are the ones that all our customers love the most. So we even brought in one of our Christmas flavors for everyone.
Oh, very nice. So, Chef, let's go through those flavors.
Absolutely.
And shall we do them here so we can show 2 boxes of each one?
We can. So we have, starting with you, we have the apricot almond. What I love about that is we actually use, they're not processed almond, apricots. So when you look at them, they're a little darker.
Yep.
Okay, because they're just made from that fresh apricot. Right next door is our blueberry lemon. So these 2 are bringing in the spring. If you could see that lemon and the blueberry and all the almonds and everything. Next door is one of my personal favorites, coconut almond mocha. This is so refreshing and so light. Just a little bit of that coconut flavor, and then you get the crunch of the almond and that delicious biscotti. And then here's our Christmas flavor that everybody fell in love with, fig walnut. So the figs are going back to my history in Sicily, which is very well known, and the walnuts, of course, great flavor. But more importantly, when you bite into these, you can, first thing someone said to me today, because I gave some samples to people here, can you eat it without dunking it? And the answer to that is yes.
You can, but why would you want to? Yeah, because you can dunk it in delicious coffee, whatever you like. 800 of these are now gone. This price will go away end of day today or when the item sells out, whichever happens first. Now, if you want to keep a good thing coming, and I know many of you will, think about auto delivery. We're going to ship these out every 90 days for a year. So take advantage of that. But when you break these apart, you're going to see right away that they're not hard and crumbly. This is something that is that cross between a cookie and a biscuit. So it's going to break nicely, be soft, tender, but still firm enough to hold its shape.
Absolutely. I can feel it when I break it open. That inside is very tender. I mean, it's not real mushy or soft. It still has a bite to it, but it's tender. And then you got the crunch on the outside of the biscuit. And what I love about this, in every single bite that you do, you're going to get the flavor. Like, you don't have to look at the box to see what you're eating. The cookie will actually tell you the flavors. So pick whichever one you'd like.
I think I'm going to do the almond, coconut, and chocolate.
Mocha, yep.
Yeah.
Nice little dunk.
Dip that into the coffee.
So, the coffee helps to break the cookie down, if you notice, so you get that creamy biscotti in your mouth.
Melts on your tongue. And the only thing left is the happy dance. Yeah, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Thank you, David. We're humbled. Thank you.
Wow, this is so good.
I mean, I love them.
Really marvelous. Now, these are individually wrapped.
Correct.
So what is the shelf life on these?
1 year.
Really?
1 year. They'll never last that long, but 1 year. What's great about these, you can put them in the car, put them in your desk at work, give them to the kids' lunchbox, bring it home. And I want you to think about other things besides just having this at the end of the day with coffee, because I've done trifles with these. We serve them with hot chocolates. And then I have a surprise for you.
You do?
This is a biscotti bread pudding that we made. And we used our coconut, the one that you just tasted.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready for this?
So 2,000 of these are already gone. Is this the bread pudding?
This is the bread pudding. So it's a little bit of bread, and a little bit of the biscotti mixed together, and then we do our cream on top, but wait until you taste the flavor on this. Absolutely blow your mind.
Oh, my, that's crazy. It's so good. And
Thank you. I love it.
Big bite.
I know. So it's just a bread pudding recipe, but we mix the biscotti with the bread together.
And all the chocolate gets melty as well.
Yes, yes, yes. And then you have that little bit of coconut, a light bite of the nuts. And again, have fun with this. Serve it with your fruit platters. I use them sometimes in the beginning of a meal when we're just sitting around kind of coffee clutching and just having fun before
or having a glass of wine before dinner. They're lovely with wine as well. I'll tell you, for the longest time, I didn't care for biscotti because most of the biscotti I'd had was so hard that you break your teeth. Now, I was dunking in this one, so we'll swap with you there.
That's all right.
There you go. Don't you have to...
We know each other 20 years.
Don't you have to worry about my double dipping. This is M58090, but I was saying I didn't care for biscotti prior because they were always so crunchy and hard.
Well, you had to. You had to break them down. If not, you had your molars going on to try to break the cookie open.
And these are so different. They're tender, and they're full of flavor, and they're just fantastic. How many gone now, Sean? 3,000 sets are gone.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you.
Now, what's between my two hands is what you're getting. You're not choosing at all. You get everything. You get all of it. You're getting 8 boxes, 2 of each flavor, getting 2 of the apricot almond biscotti, 2 of the blueberry lemon. I want to try that one next. Oh. The coconut almond biscotti, which was delightful, and the fig walnut, which was a favorite from Christmas time. So I'm going to go in for the blueberry.
Please do.
And I'm going to do a little dunk here.
And you dunk properly. Let me teach everybody out there, because if you've done other biscotti before, you might want to sit in the coffee for a while so it'll break down. You don't need to. Light hand of lemon.
And big, bright, plump blueberries. And those blueberries come to life when you dunk them in the coffee.
That's right.
And you were saying don't leave this in there, because most biscotti you had to leave in there because it was like a brick, right?
That's correct.
This is already tender. You leave it in there, it will disintegrate in the coffee.
Absolutely.
So you'll be drinking your biscotti.
I want to show this off too. This is the fig walnut. Oh, thank you guys for coming in that close. Look at the figs in here, and you can see that piece of nice sized walnut sitting right in there. So when I break this open, again, every single bite you get that tender inside, like a cookie, and that top portion, which is like a biscuit. So you have the best of both worlds. And I want to let my foodies know something personal. When this was here years ago, I had gone in the back and seen them, and I went ballistic. I'm like, oh my gosh, DiBella, that's what we eat in my house. We've been eating this for 25 years. And that's how they invited me to be the on-air guest. But when we lost my grandmother's recipe in a fire, we went to store-bought, but this was the one we brought home. And I'll tell you what, it's the one in our kitchen. It'll never end in our home. It's probably, in my opinion, one of the best biscotti you'll ever eat.
4,000 are now gone. And look at this.
You grab one, I'll grab one.
All right. Chef Tony and I are going to show you, you're getting 8 boxes of individually wrapped biscotti, 2 of each flavor. These are extraordinary. We just got incredibly busy. Please use automated ordering, QVC.com, mobile app. Best way to get in right now. Lock in that great Easy Pay on auto delivery, and we'll deliver these every 90 days for a year. 4 easy payments of $7.15. There's biscotti, and then there's DiBella Famiglia biscotti.
That's correct.
And it's very, very different. If you, like me, were kind of turned off by those hard as a brick biscotti cookies that you could barely even eat because they were just so hard, this is not that biscotti. It's tender. Now, it's firm enough to hold its shape because remember, biscotti by its definition is double baked.
That's correct.
So you're going to have 2 baking processes here. So it's going to be firm enough to hold together. But again, it's the perfect mixture of a cookie and a biscuit, and it's tender.
Absolutely.
And delightful. We started our show with 8,600 sets.
Wow.
I have now fewer than 3,000 to go around, and I've got hundreds of people on the phone lines, and some of our hundreds of people on the phone lines are sneaky because they're buying more than one set.
Smart.
And it's really actually smart. It's not sneaky at all. So you're going to really love this biscotti. Please don't wait on these because we are so very, very busy. And these are well on their way to probably another sellout. So please get these now while you can. One of our most popular snack and cookie items that we have on the air.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you a little history so everybody knows what they're bringing home. This recipe is actually over 200 years old, but it came here over 100 years ago to Rochester, New York. And in 1959, the DiBella family for the first time actually brought it out to the public. The demand was so crazy that they actually expanded their business, but slow, so they wanted to make sure they kept the integrity of their product. And again, I can't emphasize enough that they've never skimped on ingredients. The actual biscotti is the same recipe that's over 100 years old. We add as much as possible of every ingredient so you get that proper flavor. This is the coconut almond, which is absolutely delicious. But whether it's the fig, whether it's the apricot, I'm telling you, it's one of the best biscotti you're ever going to eat. Ooh, last thing I want to mention.
So delightful.
And the double bake is where our secret is. So these are baked in loaves first. Then we take them out of the oven, we slice them into slices, and we pop it back into the oven. We actually cut back our cooking time, and we use a little extra, it's like butter, like fats, that will help to make that cookie center. But notice, even after dipping in the milk or the coffee, it still holds up until I want it to break off in my mouth and just enjoy that flavor. I'm going to take a bite.
Please do. Now, 4 easy payments on your credit card, started with 8,600 sets. I have 1,500 now left to go around. That's exactly half of what I told you we had a moment ago. When I say a moment ago, probably less than a minute ago. So please get your set now. Everything you see between my two hands is what you're getting. You don't choose. You get all of it. 2 boxes of the apricot almond. 2 boxes of the blueberry lemon, which I have to say is lovely.
Thank you.
The coconut almond mocha, which is unbelievably delicious, and the fig walnut. Let me try the fig walnut.
Right here.
Right, this one?
This one right here.
Yeah.
So while you try that, I'm going to mention something too, because people were buying doubles. Think about your tiramisu, because you can use these like lady fingers and dip them into the espresso.
Sweet egg.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, is that
crunch
good.
of the walnut.
That is amazing.
But the integrity of the biscotti never changes. No matter what flavor you taste, it stays the same.
It's all perfect. We started with 8,600 for the day. I have 700 left. Very busy on our phone lines, and Chef Tony, as always, a superb job, sir.
Thank you for having me. Well, great product. Thank you,
You're welcome
everyone.
in our kitchen anytime. All right, stay on the line for these, and we'll keep you updated. I've got a sneaking suspicion those will be sold out soon. We do have another update for you. Store More has sold out. Okay, so I'm going to head this way, Chef.